Have you ever tasted a drink that is refreshing, filling, natural, and healthy all at once? If no, then you're missing. Today, I am taking you along as I make one of the northern Nigerian's most loved traditional drinks. It is called KUNU, also known as millet drink in English. It is mostly made from millet and natural spices. This drink is not just delicious, it is packed with nutrients. It helps with digestion, it gives energy, and keeps the body refreshed. If you love healthy homemade drinks with rich African flavor, then you will definitely going to enjoy this vlog. Let's make some KUNU. For my choice of grains, I used millet and white guinea corn. I started by soaking my millet and guinea corn grains for at least 6 hours. You can do basically what works for you, but for me, I like soaking it for like 6 hours. I soak it in the morning usually and I grind towards evening. That is how I do it. Then after soaking it for hours, I went ahead to wash it to remove all the dirt and stones from the grains. After washing for like 2 to 3 times, it was clean. In a separate bowl, I went in with my dried sweet potato. This serves as a sweetener aside the other nutritional value. It serves as a sweetener to my KUNU. I also added some slices of ginger, negro pepper, and cloves. I added some grains to the bowl as well, just to increase the quantity, nothing serious. I like grinding my sweet potato and my grains differently. I grinded them into a smooth paste. And this is how it looks like. And this is how my second mixture looks like. Now, just like the way you mix your pap before pouring your hot water, you do the same for this KUNU. You just try to mix it properly to avoid any lumps. Meanwhile, while I was at it, my water was on the fire already. So I'm going to do it just the way you make your pap. I also did the same for my sweet potato mixture. I went ahead to mix it to avoid any lumps. At this point, my hot water was boiling already, so I went ahead to add it to my millet grains to get a very thick consistency. Now, when pouring your hot water, you have to be careful so that the water will not be too much. Basically, the water is not supposed to be too much, so as you are pouring it, you stir it also until you get a thick consistency like a pap. Once you have that, then you're good to go. You can see the consistency, it's quite thick like a pap. Yeah, so the quantity was much. I had to separate them and make it in batches. Now, just after making your KUNU, after a few minutes, you can go ahead and add your sweet potato mixture. You mix it thoroughly. This is the second batch of my KUNU. I had to do it in batches because of my container. Basically, it was too small. But if you have a bigger bowl, you can do everything together. This is few minutes after making my KUNU. This is how it looks like. It's no longer looking thick because of that sweet potato mixture that I added. I made this KUNU around 6:30 to 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Left it overnight and this is what we have. It's now cold, settled, and ready to be sieved. I'll be using a muslin cloth to sieve my KUNU. The essence is to separate the main KUNU from the shaft. We don't need the shaft. We need only the juice. So that is what we will be doing. In case you don't know how to sieve it, then you watch the video and see how it's done. Depending on the consistency you want, you can add a little bit of water. This is my already sieved KUNU. At this point, it is ready for consumption. If you want to add any sweetener like sugar, this is the point where you add it. But trust me, it is sweet even without adding any sweetener. I went ahead to transfer them into petrol bags. This is my beauty sitting in the freezer. This can last a long time, as provided it's cold or even iced. Thanks for watching.